So you've made it, right? The corner office, people reporting to you, the whole thing. But let me ask you something. When everything goes sideways, and it always does, do you show up like the leader everyone thinks you are? Or do you turn into a ticking time bomb in a tailored suit? Because here's what nobody tells you about leadership. Your title doesn't mean shit if you can't handle your own emotions. I work with lawyers, CEOs, founders, guys who look like they've made it. But behind closed doors, stress spirals, snapping at their teams, and a numbness that won't go away when they're at home. They've mastered their outer world, but they can't sit still with their own thoughts without completely unraveling. Look, I'm not here to psychoanalyze you or offer you a diagnosis. This is about getting your emotional shit together so that you can actually lead instead of just looking like you do. This is about training your nervous system, about building real emotional mastery. And by the end of this video, you won't just know what that is. You'll know exactly why it's the one skill that separates exhausted performers from grounded, authentic leaders, men that you actually want to follow. I used to think control was everything. Stay logical, don't show weakness, keep everyone calm around you while you're suffocating inside. Especially if you're one of those high-performing nice guys, you know who you are. You're the one saying, sounds good in a meeting. Well, inside, you're actually thinking, this is fucking stupid. You're agreeable, reliable, never the problem. But here's what I learned the hard way. All that control that you are so proud of, it's actually a cage. You stop saying what you actually think. You start walking on eggshells at work, at home. You become known for what you do, not who you actually are. One of my clients, a CEO, was praised for staying cool under pressure. But every night, he drank himself numb. And every morning, woke up with chest pain. And at home, his marriage was crumbling. That calm that everyone admired around him was slowly killing him. And I'm not above any of this. I have been that guy most of my life. Sharp on the outside and cracked underneath. I was running teams, making deadlines, pretending like I had it all handled. But behind the mask, I was anxious, reactive, and gripping onto everything without even knowing why. I wasn't leading. I was performing. Everything changed when I stopped avoiding my problems and I started to train my nervous system. That's when I stopped faking calm and actually started to experience it. So what does it look like when you stop performing and start leading? Picture this. You walk into a room on fire. People are panicking, the stakes are high, and you're not scrambling or barking orders or pretending that everything's fine. You're just there, steady, clear, present. Not because you don't feel the pressure. You do, but you're not ruled by it. And here's the thing. Nobody's born this way. This is learnable. It's trained. And the guys who figure this out, they don't just get respect. They get trust, loyalty, real connection. But most guys are stuck in performance mode. And it's exhausting. Here's what's really happening. You're running 2 full-time jobs. One job is doing the actual work, while the other job is pretending you're not slowly losing your mind. Your team will start walking on eggshells because they never know which version of you will show up. And your wife will stop asking how you're doing because she knows that you're just going to say fine. your instincts get clouded by fatigue and fear. And when you fake strength, you crack. But when you build from the inside out, you can become unshakable. All right, so what can you actually do about this? The first thing, and it might sound stupid, but it works. I want you to try what I do before every high-stakes meeting. Box breathing. It's what the Navy SEALs use to stay calm under pressure. And if it works for them, it'll work for you. So sit down for even 90 seconds and start to breathe. 4 counts in, hold for 4, 4 counts out, and hold for 4. Keep repeating that. Feel your feet on the ground and notice where you're holding tension in your body. That one reset can shift your entire day. And second, get crystal clear on what you actually stand for. Because when pressure hits, you won't have time to think. You'll default to your values. And if you don't know what they are, then you'll just react from fear. Ask yourself this: what are you willing to lose to stay true to what matters most? That's not a business strategy. That's leadership. And here's the last thing. Find somebody who will call you on your bullshit. You can't see your own blind spots. And let's be honest, nobody on your payroll is going to tell you when you're being an asshole. But a coach will. A mentor will. Someone who isn't impressed by your title and doesn't care about your ego. Look, here's the bottom line. Until you lead yourself emotionally, you'll keep confusing control with respect. You'll perform instead of lead. You'll dominate when you should listen. And here's what nobody talks about. This doesn't just mess with your work life. Do you ever notice how your wife used to light up when you walked in the room? And now she barely looks up from her phone. That's not just a coincidence. And that's exactly what I'll be diving into in the next video. And before you go, drop a comment down below and let us know where you still let your emotions run the show instead of the other way around. I read every single comment. And thanks again for tuning in. I'm Stu Murray signing off, and we'll see you next week.